Hi, I'm Roxanna Panufnik, and my new single, When It's Over, is coming out on the 16th of July. And I'm absolutely thrilled to have with me the wonderful Roger McGough, poet-extraordinaire and just general legend, who wrote these beautiful words that I've set. Hello, Roger.
Hello. I'm delighted to be working again with you.
It's great.
A heroine of mine too.
Great, oh bless you, thank you. So about 15 years ago, would you believe, I was asked to write a piece for this choir book for the Queen, which was celebrating the Queen's Golden Jubilee.
Yeah.
And they said you can choose any poet that you like. And
you couldn't think of anybody.
No, so I came to you. Now I immediately thought of you, and but actually I remember you were quite hesitant at first. Do you remember that?
Well, I mean, yes. Well, it's a big ask, isn't it? In a way, you know, in a sense, because you got the commission in a way, and what you're going to do it wonderfully. It's going to attract a lot of attention, and soon you think, well, wow, I've got to come up with something suitable, you know, so it's no pressure at all, Rox, no pressure, but there is, you know.
I think it was even more pressure, me having to set this beautiful poem that you came up with called Joy at the Sound, that's had a wonderful life since. It's been published, it's been set by other people as well.
Yes.
It's such a gorgeous poem, and I so enjoyed working with you. And then you came to one of our Halloween parties when the children were little, and you so sweetly brought this poem about bones. I can't remember, what's the title called?
Oh, I don't know. Did I ever publish it? I don't know.
I don't know, but you'd actually, not only had you written it, but you made a beautiful picture of it as well, and we still have it up in our conservatory, and the children love it, so thank you for that.
Good. Okay.
So fast forward 11 or 12 years from that, and you sent me this beautiful poem, When It's Over. And I wanted to ask you how that started. How did that kernel appear in your mind?
Well, interesting because it was a time of COVID, and which to many people, particularly younger people, it was can be very devastating. Obviously, to a lot of people. For me, less so, because it meant just stay in more, perhaps. But that's what I do anyway. Think about it and write poems. And I did. I produced a book called Safety in Numbers, and a lot of the poems are about COVID and dealing with it, and hopefully helping people, you know, in a time of difficulty. And I was thinking, you know, that's time where you are made to think about and consider the earth around you. Spend more time listening to birds, watching things grow in the garden, and wondering how we deal with each other again. And when it's over, would we be closer to the earth, to what's going on? Would we be closer to each other? Would we have, you know, benefited, you know, in a way by the seclusion that we were thrust upon us? And I don't know. Answers on a postcard, please.
Well, the first wonderful line is, what will we learn from the stillness and the silence? And I do wonder what people have learned. What do you feel that you've learned, if anything, as if you needed to learn anything?
Less so than a lot of younger people in a way, because I was so set in my ways, but and I probably hardly enjoy what happened, but it focused a lot of my thinking and writing into what was going around me, not only here but beyond. And people, I think, read more, listened to poetry. You know, there weren't many readings. I'd stopped doing readings. You wanted to go out and do readings, but I wrote a lot, and people did read the books. And as we know, one of the problems we have today is so many younger people are not reading books. So they're listening to it. And I think what you've done with the poem and the music, there's a whole audience there. This is bringing poetry to them in a way that's often prevented and you know, difficult. So thank you for that.
Oh, it's my pleasure. And it was interesting because when I don't know if I've got this completely wrong, but with the poem opening, asking about stillness and silence and clouds drifting, and I felt there was a very dreamy quality about it, and I kind of imagined a woman or a man with a little baby staring out of the window and like sort of lullaby.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's interesting, but my wife Hilary, we have a beautiful garden here. We're neighbours, as you know, and my wife loves her garden. She spends a lot of time there, and I don't really, to be honest. I'm florally dyslexic. Florally dyslexic is a good word. All flowers, I know the different colours. I know there are different colours, but they all smell the same to me. You know, I'm not allowed to can't name them. It's most of the annoyance and disgust of mine. But that's the truth. So when COVID was on, I spent more and more time out in the garden than I would normally do. I think more aware of it, and hence the poem. You know, so an admittance and a confession that you know, look at this beauty around which I've so long. I'm away out somewhere too. You know.
Yeah. So I've set the poem, but other people have set it and it's been published. Tell me about the life of the poem since you wrote it.
Yeah. Since writing the poem, I've would include it in many of my readings. It's just a popular poem; people like to hear it. And then you sort of the next book, the book Safety in Numbers, and all the poems in the book went into my collected poems, which Penguin brought out in hardback last year. These are poems from 1954 to 2024, I think. It's going to be out in paperback next year, included in that. So that's what. But I've since gone on and written. My recent poems have been about aging.
Oh.
Not that I know anything about.
No.
I wouldn't know anything about aging, but a lot of poems are about that. But so moving on and on. And, but I like, you know, you reminded me of the poem and looking back on it. Yes, there's a sort of a stillness, a stillness and a quietness that I enjoyed. So the book's called Safety in Numbers.
Which is ironic actually, because during COVID safety was not in numbers.
No, because it goes, it's at the 4 line, it goes, safety in numbers, not anymore. The room starts to fill, I'm out of the door. So that's why it's safety in numbers.
That's brilliant, I love it. Well, I'm so happy you sent it to me. Thank you so much, because I absolutely loved setting it. And I wondered if you'd do us the honour of reading it, please.
Yeah, well, okay, I'll try. Yeah, I will have a go. And here's When It's Over. What will we have learned from stillness and silence? From sharing, not taking, waiting, not pushing, whispering, not shouting, dawdling, not rushing. When life is back to normal and the hugging is over, will we look beyond ourselves and help the earth recover? This morning, the only cloud on the horizon is a cloud. Without fear of intrusion, it drifts above, full of itself. The sky, has it had a facial? Its skin positively glows. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? Superman? No, just a bird. And on a branch, another is singing. The purity of the note. No need today to clear its throat. If trees could smile, this one surely would. Imprisoned for our sins, is now the time to question why. When it's over, what lessons? Ask the tree, the bird, and the sky.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, Roger.